Hi everyone, Greg here. So I'll do a review here of this bleed-proof paper. So this is supposed to be the best paper with alcohol markers, and it's supposed to prevent bleeding. So if I take some ordinary paper, this is just ordinary A4 copy paper. I put the brush on that. You might notice that the paper kind of spills out beyond there where the brush did hit the paper. So if I do the same thing on this, that shouldn't happen. So if I put the brush down, you see that this is a much smaller area than this here. That's spread out quite a bit. Also, this gets through the paper, and here it's not supposed to do that. So there's a tiny spot there, but it didn't go much beyond this paper. Okay, let me try some blending here. Right, I don't know how well you see this. Right, okay, so the blending is fairly good. Let me see if I can do something else. So that works. Okay, now another thing is I like to draw cartoons, so I use those liners, and what you don't want is once you start coloring it in, that it will bleed beyond the black lines that you're tracing. So let me see how well that works out. Okay. Now, yellow is notorious for being the biggest offender when it comes to this bleeding. Now, it does depend a lot on which type of liner you are using. So this is the Unipen. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I don't know how well you see this. Okay, yeah. So if we look now at, yeah, so you see there's very little on the other side. So that isn't too bad. Now, I mean, I would use this paper occasionally for my best drawings, but you don't really need this paper to do great artwork, even with alcohol markers. Now, this paper here, even though it's a bigger size, it's about half the price. You can make nice illustrations with that, and it will go through, but you just put an extra piece of paper here. This is, again, the ordinary copper paper, and of course, when you know it's going to bleed, you can stop your color a small bit short from the edge, and it works reasonably well. Now, here's another example that was done simply on copy paper, and you see, you keep another sheet of paper underneath. I tend to not do the backgrounds with the Copic markers because those markers are fairly expensive, and I find that they tend to not look very nice when you do large areas. So the background I typically do with the computer. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Yeah. So again, here is another example. This I got this laminated, but you can say that I did spill a small bit outside here and down here, and could be my clumsiness in parts. It might not just be the bleeding, but it's a problem sometimes, but it's not a huge issue. So yeah, this paper isn't too bad. I guess I'd use it occasionally for, what would you call it, my biggest pieces, more important pieces, but I don't think I'll use it all the time. Okay, hope this was useful. Thank you.